so good about coming and going around and speaking our language, but we realize, again, what we said earlier, I mean, it's an open Bible. There's got to be sacrifices from a group of people that's having everything given to them, as somebody else already said. And he mentioned to a house, and they got to have some skin in the game. You got to have something to lose. If you don't have nothing to lose, I don't care if it's your child, $100 bill bought at the mall, they don't fall, then they come get that in the 100. And that's the way a lot of our society. And it's expanded from that we could keep happy some way, and we could never keep them happy. Because you know how it is with your children or anybody. The more you give them, the more they want. And don't expect to pay nothing to sacrifice. We're asking for some sacrifice. If we're going to balance our budget, we're putting all this debt on every family, and I understand it's over $100,000 per family now with this deficit and stuff. And then this grandchildren we've got, and great grandkids and everybody else, that we have to. We know we've got to sacrifice, because I've been challenged by elected officials saying, if you didn't ask us for this stuff, we wouldn't have to keep taxing you, but you're requiring us to do this. No, the problem is we lost home rule a long time ago. We could run our schools locally, and we could run what we thought was best for Lafayette County, not for Miami. Then we could get along and balance our budget, and we could run this county. If we had a problem, we solve it in this county. But we know what happened years ago. Somebody mentioned the Community Reinvestment Act under President Carter, and then also the other plan with education, where he started taking all these federal dollars to get everybody an equal education to their support state, and well, you know, distributing the wealth. So we let this happen years and years ago, and now it's out of control. So what we're saying is, you get elected, you hear our message, you're conservative, we've got to some way have equal sacrifice. We run out of time, and we're willing to give. You know, we know what it is to cut back. So we're effective, we don't like it, but we can adjust. We'll adjust our lifestyle. So we're asking those others to adjust their lifestyle, for them to give something and have some skin in the game, instead of just saying, keep up on the poverty level and keep giving more stuff out, more free stuff. But hopefully that's the message that one of the messages we're trying to get across today. Garrett, this is where it's lost.
Would you spend $10 million to erect signs out there on that road that says this road is being made by no stimulus dollars? Okay. How many stupid things like that are they spending money for? When you get to be Speaker of the House, are you going to take that jet and fly every weekend to Panama City? I don't know if y'all know that, but Pelosi flies from San Francisco every time you turn around. It doesn't cost much money to do that, does it? Do you know how much it costs to put Air Force One in the air? I think it's there every day. Well, I'm pretty passionate about all this, and it's time to go. But I would like, if I do not have your email address, please stop at that table and give me your email address, and we will keep you up to date on what's going on. You know that the primary is August the 24th. August the 25th. I want your email address because there are almost 500,000 votes in this district. I need some help. Steve needs some help. Okay?
Let me say this in closing. You know, we've talked about a lot of issues, but there are no issues facing us today any greater than the debt and the expansion of the federal government, because that's what's driving the debt for our children. That is in and of itself a security issue, because we have foreign countries that will own more than this country than Americans do. So my commitment to you, that is first and foremost the thing we've got to get a handle on in Washington, D.C. And I'm going to take the same practical experience that I use in my business. You can't spend what you don't have. You can't borrow your way out of debt. You can't spend your way out of debt. You have to say no. You have to cut. We don't have any choice. We have to cut. And I believe that we're going to have to rein that in. Secondly, we're going to have to end the cloud of uncertainty that small businesses in this country are facing. That in and of itself, I believe, will solve the unemployment problems we have in the United States, in the state of Florida, and in District 2. We've got to get Americans back to work. This campaign really, right now, is about transforming, changing the federal government to live within its means, to be a reflection of America, not the taker of America,
great. Yeah, I don't know why he's so quiet. See, you rep to get attention, but you go ahead and make the comment.
I just want you to get
Mr.
the
Carroll
web
got a
address
question. We didn't
because
get
on your
The web
website,
address?
on your website, you have a section called issues. So there are some things that we
Absolutely.
didn't get to cover here,
Yep.
and they can at home go visit that to find out where you stand on other issues.
Our website is SutherlandForCongress.com. We've got cards back here that's got that printed on it, and so please grab those. And I want to say this, I am absolutely humbled that you would come and visit with us this afternoon. You're busy. You have things you need to be doing, and it's a great honor to have you be here. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I look forward to being with you again. Thank you.
But we got one more question before Mr. Carroll asks his, and that will be it, I know. But before Steve came in the building, we did ask about if you could contribute to his campaign. He probably really would go away happy if somebody donated some money. But if you can, certainly do that before you leave or get that ready.
Yes, sir.
Carroll.
Nice to show you. Thank you. Basically, our illustrious President Obama decided that he wanted to tax disability all the residents. And he also wanted retired military pay their tri-care providers after the age of 65 that we did. Now, I'd like to have your opinion of what he's trying to do to us as Americans.
Well, let me say this. The question was regarding President Obama and how he's taxing the disability that you pay. First of all, I disagree with that. I think that's wrong. Our senior citizens are part of the greatest generation, and we are beholden to you for the sacrifices that you have made. I look at that Mr. Obama would, we grew up in two different homes, okay? Two different homes. I'm going to tell you something. He wants to take, in this healthcare bill, it took $525 billion out of Medicare. Your congressman voted for that. $525 billion. Sir, I revere your service. You didn't like me. You should be honored all the days of your life. And that's why I'm running, because of injustice. I was taught, my dad taught me, he said, son, and this was when I was little, he said, if there's somebody in the classroom that's always being picked on, he needs a friend. He needs an advocate. And I expect that to be you. And I'm going to tell you something, our veterans, the sacrifices that you have made, you should be revered. You walk into a room, people should stand. Not to mention.
Steve knows it's going to be cut.
Well,
there's not going to be no cuts.
Not there. Not
You're
there.
going to cut it somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's going to be the last thing I would
The healthy that aren't